She walked in with a quiet gaze, and a secret so powerful it stopped the entire building. This is the moment her past refused to stay hidden. If you saw an ordinary woman being treated like she didn't matter, would you speak up, or would you just watch? This isn't just a story about injustice, it's about a woman whose silence once protected a nation, and whose silence nearly erased her from it. Subscribe to Sisterhood Speaks and turn on the bell if you believe every woman who served deserves to be seen. This is how we honor them. Together. They noticed her the moment she stepped into the security checkpoint, not because she was loud, but because she wasn't. Elena Ray, 46, sharp features, no makeup, navy coat, and a bag that looked too worn for someone so composed. "ID, please," barked the guard. She handed it over without flinching. "Expired." "It's still valid under federal appointment terms," she replied calmly, offering a printed letter. He barely looked at it. "What's your business here?" "Personal. That's not an answer. It's all I'm authorized to say." And just like that, she became suspicious. While others strolled through with gym bags and Starbucks cups, Elena was pulled aside. Secondary screening. She didn't argue. But something in her posture shifted. Straight. Still. Alert. "Open your bag." "I'd prefer a private room," she said. "We'd prefer transparency." The officer smirked. She placed her duffel on the metal table, slowly unzipped it. Inside, a book of Cold War poetry, a faded black and white photo of a chopper crew, a pressed clean military jacket wrapped in cloth, a pin shaped like no branch they recognized. The officer laughed. "What is this cosplay?" "It was earned," Elena replied. Phones came out. A small crowd gathered. People watched, unsure whether to be angry or entertained. He pulled the uniform free, shaking it open like a stage curtain. Then he stopped. The fabric was real, heavy. The insignia didn't match any regular unit. But they were real. Too real. A second officer joined. "These medals, some are Black Ops. I've seen them in internal files years ago." "She's bluffing," the first officer said, still loud, still cocky. "Women weren't in combat back then." Elena looked him in the eye. Officially. Just then, a tall man in decorated uniform entered from the far end of the lobby. He didn't speak. He didn't blink. He walked straight toward the commotion. "That jacket? Is that Lieutenant Elena Ray's uniform?" The air froze. "Yes," she answered. He stood tall, raised a salute. "Ma'am, it's an honor." The room fell silent. No more smirks. Just breathless stillness. He turned to the officers. "You're holding the belongings of a decorated operative, classified until recently. Lieutenant Ray served in Operation Mirage 7, a mission that didn't exist. But it saved 19 lives behind enemy lines." The crowd gasped. The officer who had mocked her lowered his gaze. The woman he humiliated had once operated under a level of clearance he'd never reach. She was there for a ceremony, to finally receive the recognition that secrecy once denied her. Not a parade, not headlines, just a folded flag, a quiet medal, a long overdue thanks. A younger security officer approached her after. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "For everything, I watched it happen and didn't say a word." Elena placed a hand gently on her shoulder. "Then say something next time. That's how service begins." And with that, she walked away. Not as a mystery, not as a ghost, but as a soldier, seen. If Elena's story moved you, help us share it. Subscribe to Sisterhood Speaks and turn on notifications, because too many women were erased in silence. It's time their stories echo louder than ever.